Hey everybody, it's Crystal Marshall from Marshallartstudio Photography, and today we are going to talk about moms, how moms can get in the picture. I mean, yeah, I know moms, you're always in the picture, figuratively, but are you literally in the picture? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let me hop over to my blog. So as I was looking through images, every month I organize my images, and I organize, then my month, and then I upload them to Amazon Drive as a backup. I also work off of 2 external hard drives. So if you don't have a backup system, that is a whole nother conversation, because what if your computer crashes and you lose all of your information? So always have a backup. So anyway, so I was looking through all my photos and uploading them to my Amazon Drive, and I noticed for 3 months there wasn't a single photo of me. I mean, yeah, do I really want photos of me? Nah. But is it important that my kids see photos of me with them? Yes. That is the most important thing. So I vowed that another 3 months wouldn't go by without me in a photo with them. So in the midst of looking through all of my files, I saw that hundreds of pictures of my kids and maybe my husband or maybe my mom, the in-laws, but none of me. And I felt a little sad. And so I'm going to show you some photos that I went through, thousands and thousands of photos in my mom's attic. I actually went for a Christmas present one year, went through her attic, went through boxes and boxes and boxes of photos and scanned them at Walmart for her for a gift. And out of thousands of photos that I scanned, these were the only 5 or 6 images that I found of my mom with us. I mean, not including the Olin Mills one that we always did in the 90s, right? Where everybody's looking all nice, everybody has their matchy shirts and going to the studio. Those don't count because we did that like every 2 years. Other than the Olin Mills ones, these are the only 5 or 6 photos I have of my mom with us. So let me show you them. So there's my mom, and there's me and my brother. I think I was like 8 or 9 here. And there's me and my mom at the park. Again, these are all posed. I mean, this is back in the film days where like film was really expensive. So like if you were going to like take your camera and go to a park, I mean, you had to make sure it was a pretty decent photo because, I mean, you only had 24, 25 shots on a roll of film, and then you had to buy film. So there's, again, me and my mom. Me and my mom with a random guy on the ferry going to see Statue of Liberty. And me and my mom and my brother on some kind of park bench. And there's my mom and my brother having, like, a beautiful moment, but then, like, my butt's in the photo. Okay, this is when I was, like, 2 or 1. And I think I'm like actually crossing through the fence line. That's funny. I'm like trespassing. I don't know whose farm this was. And there's my mom and me and my brother and one of our relatives, and my brother's, being my brother. Okay. And so those are the only photos I have of my mom with us. And as you can see, those are the only photos of like any moment, like I have, we found all these photos of like family or like me and my brother, but those are it, and I really want to remember my mom as I look through those photos. I didn't really have many to put in an album of her with us. So anyway, so now when I'm with my own family, I don't want a month to go by without at least a few photos of me doing what I love, being a mom. So it could be, us at the beach, and I say, hey, everybody get together, everybody take a picture with mom, okay? And I hand the camera over to my husband or something. Or it could just be like us at a museum, or it could be us at a restaurant, or it could be us, I'm just trying to hop into a photo. I mean, that doesn't mean I have to look amazing. My hair doesn't have to look amazing. I can have my glasses on, I can have my hair all crazy, but like for me, it's just me being present in the photos, which is very important. Being a photographer mom, you never get into photos. And you always feel like, oh, everybody needs to look better than you. Or you feel like, it has to be perfect. You have to be a perfect mom in the photo because every mom is perfect in every photo. But that is not true. It's totally okay to look like you just rolled out of bed. And if the kids are looking cute and they're fun, they're having a great time, hop in the photo, okay? Because 20 years from now, the kids are going to be like, oh, look at your hair. They're going to be like, oh, look, we're having this great moment, okay? So anyway, don't wait until you look your best to be in front of the camera. You might miss out on special moments, all right? This is so, so, so important. There's so many moments that you feel like, oh, I have to have my hair done, I have to have these clothes, I have to have matchy-matchy, and I have a double chin, or I need to lose more weight, or whatever. But the kids are not going to care. Okay, so these are how I do it. Give your camera to someone else. Give it to your husband, give it to your mom, give it to your dog, give it to your kid. Sometimes I give my camera to my kid. I may have like an old backup camera with like a nice strap on it, or I put it on a tripod, and so I know my kids can at least push a button without dropping the camera, okay? This is a picture below I'm going to show you. My 6-year-old took this photo, okay? I had the camera all set up, and I say, push the button, and then she literally pushed the button. Now, if you notice, like, really, really close, the focus is not on us. The focus is, like, on my husband's shirt. But do I love the photo? Sure. Is it great enough? I mean, do I look amazing, awesome? No, I feel like my neck looks like a dinosaur. But, like, again, I'm not going to be picky. It's a photo of me and my husband. We never get a photo of us. Like, when was the last time that I actually took a photo with me and my husband, like, looking like we were in love, right? Like, our engagement photos from, like, 15 years ago, okay? So, always, always get out of your selfishness and get out of your mind and be like, you know what? It's a photo. 20 years from now, our kids are going to be like, oh, my parents were in love when we were, like, 6 years old, I mean, these are the moments that you're going to remember, okay? Again, this one was cute. My husband took this one of us. Is it perfect? No. Do I have my daughter being silly here? Sure. Do I have my husband, my son not looking? Sure. But is it a nice one of me? Is everybody looking cute? Is my baby son looking cute? Sure. Am I going to keep it? Sure. I'm not going to be like super, super picky. I love it. And this is like a reality photo of me working with kids because, I mean, who actually looks good in every photo? Nobody. So, this is kind of like real life parenting right here. So the second way I do it is I put my camera on a timer. Use a 10-second timer and to go. So I had my camera on a 10-second timer on a tripod and I just like raced and did it. Even though I didn't hit the focus quite right, I had the focus like here, and we like kind of chopped our heads off a bit, but do I still love the photo? Sure. I mean, I just wanted to be in a photo. My husband wasn't there, so I had to do like the best I could. And again, this is another one. I don't really like the way I look. I feel like you see a lot of wrinkles, but like, whatever. Again, 20 years from now, it's not going to matter. I'm not going to like care. Like, I'm going to be like, oh, look, I was 30 years old. I look so good, So it doesn't matter. The third way I do it is get a remote, and you can get one of these for like $5. It might look like this. This is a Nikon version. Most DSLRs come with a remote function. Go on Amazon and find your camera model and then type in like remote shutter. And basically what a remote does is you push a button and it will take a picture for you. So you can have it in your hand. So look, you don't even see it, but I had this little tiny remote in my hand and I pushed the button. So that at least I could like sit there and be like, okay, everybody squish together. So I took the photo and, I love this photo even though my house looks like a mess, whatever. But like, I still love it. The light was beautiful. I love this photo. So mom, hop in there. You want your kids to have more than 5 or 6 photos of you with them from their entire childhood. Okay? So, please do that. And you will thank me later. 20 years from now, you'll be like, I am so glad that you said that. So, again, that's just Crystal Marshall from Marshall Art Studio Photography. If you want to follow me on Facebook, if you want to follow me on Instagram, or you can go to my website and find the link to my YouTube page and Pinterest page. That'd be great. But again, Have a wonderful night and make those memories with your kids. You will not regret it. 20 years from now, you will thank me.